Well, it finally stopped raining for a little while here. It's actually a really warm 14 degrees today. I had a lot of fun doing the conference last week. I learned a lot of things. Number one, it's kind of a nerdy thing. There are over 70 varieties of collards available. Now, guaranteed a lot of those varieties are really rare and I won't be able to try them all. But I will be able to try a few, starting with the variety that my friend Nikki is going to send to me. Thanks so much, Nikki. I really appreciate the kindness that you're showing me by sharing your seeds with me. Now, I have a couple of questions from Connor. Is 12 degrees Celsius our average temperature here for Coos Bay at this time of year? Yes, it absolutely is our average. Now, the degrees inside the greenhouse, the average for inside the greenhouse is, I try to get it between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I know it's kind of a weird, let's see. So between 15 and, so I try to keep it between 15 and 21 degrees Celsius inside the greenhouse most of the time. Until it gets later on, I can lift this permanently and just leave it open for the summer. And what should you be fertilizing your cherry tree with? Well, the actual blend doesn't matter as much as making sure you do not give it too much nitrogen. Make sure that if you're going by the NPK ratio that's on a fertilizer bag, you want that N to be lower than anything else on the bag. A regular fertilizer, a regular tree fertilizer will do just fine. A regular fruit tree fertilizer, just make absolutely sure that you don't give it too much nitrogen, because a cherry tree will not give you as much fruit if it has availability of nitrogen. It'll grow lots and lots of leaves and no fruit at all. Well, I have lots more to do today, and I've gotten lots done in the greenhouse, but it's still threatening to sprinkle. I can actually feel a few sprinkles. So I don't think it's going to be too enjoyable out here today. I have another couple of days of rain, which I am thoroughly glad about, because now my babies, which are down on the concrete pad already, are just getting watered, and it's warm enough that they'll be able to grow. But I do have to start fertilizing soon, because they're big and they have second leaves. So next week we'll actually see how I go about doing that. You guys enjoy the day. Mustard babies. These are the ones that were growing upstairs in the big window box. Oh, more plastic. Forever finding plastic to throw away. This is all the soil from my mailbox planter. nice bed. But first, some Dr. Earth. Dr. Earth. I know I should be using a measuring thing for this, but it'll be all right. All right. There. Looks good. Now for my secret weapon against the frost. There we go. No surprise, secret weapon is bark. Don't have to do the whole bed. I just need to protect the roots from freezing before they get established. There we go. And that's all done. I'm getting a lot done today. There. That ought to be good. On to the next task. Definitely big enough to survive. Come on. open, they're not supposed to droop. Hard not to break these little things. Okay. Oh, I don't think you're gonna make it. You look all loosey-goosey. Well, a couple of days of frost will really show you who's tough and who's not. Don't think we're gonna have too much more abuse from the weather. Don't need to tie them all up. I just need to give them a bit of a nudge, nudge. You know what I mean. Well, as promised, here's my little cardboard and plastic project. I've only used these on a few occasions, usually when I don't have money to do anything else. It's a very good way to make use of common things you have lying around the house. This is not meant to be a permanent solution, but it can be a solution, a temporary solution, or a solution when you just don't have money to get anything else. So this is a little seedling box I'm going to use for some small either alyssum or chamomile so that I can sell it. But obviously the cardboard won't last too long. Just long enough for them to be able to take it home. So I'm going to put a little plastic bag in here. These are these are tiny little trash bags for the little things you keep under your desk. This is the millimeter size, or mils, are the thickness of the bag. This is about a half a mil. This is a regular trash bag, and it is about 1.3 to 1.5 mils. And A regular kitchen garbage bag will be about 1 millimeter thick. These are all good temporary solutions. If you want a more permanent solution, you can absolutely choose a thicker millimeter, 4 or 6 millimeter. That's available in hardware stores, easily purchased, and it's not too expensive at all. And you can also use just a cardboard box, you know, that you get from you might get from Amazon, or that you might pick up out of a recycling place. So here we're gonna find the, move this out of the way. Open this up, and I'm just gonna roll it down a bit and tuck it into here. Now obviously this won't let any water out of it, will it? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a corner of the box, and I recommend only choosing one corner of the box because it might become too unstable if you snip off more than one corner. Just get a little hole going. Put the plastic in there. Poke the plastic out of the hole. Pull the plastic through. Now, snip just the end of that plastic off. Now you have a drainage tube. Now you have a nice little lined box. The cardboard is protected, and you have a drainage tube. And of course, if you find that the drainage is too slow, you can always make this little hole bigger. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. There's some soil in here. These little boxes are also nice because you don't have to water them as often. They will really keep a good amount of moisture. There we go. One more. More. There we go. And my little box is ready for planting. Okay. So, how did the mustard do after our sub-freezing temperatures? Looks like they did well. Hello, baby. Yep. Full leaves, which means that they're taking up enough water. Their roots were not frozen. Fabulous. Fabulous. Mustard are really cold hardy plants. If you've never tried mustard, mustard is one of the earliest that you should be planting if you have cold in your area. Unfortunately, the Boston fern, I don't know. I don't think there's anything left. I think its roots probably did get frozen. Boston ferns are really house plants, but I had a couple of extra sections, decided to give it a shot, and I don't think it turned out so well for this one. Chard, of course, chard and kale also survive well under frost, but they do not survive snail and predator pressures so much. This one is probably not gonna make it. That definitely, I'm not sure if you can actually see that. That definite snail damage. It's been snipped off right at soil level, so somebody had a snack there. That, however, is frost damage. Every once in a while, you get one that's very susceptible to frost, and that one is just folded over. It's wilting. That means it can't take up what it needs. All the rest of them look okay though, and are actually starting to grow happy little leaves. And the Kelvedon peas are doing just fine. Well, the rest of my day is a little boring. What I have to do is make sure that all of these babies are set all together by what's planted. So all the lettuces together, all the pansies together, you know, whatever else I might have planted in more than one of the bachelor buttons. I have to make sure they're all together, and then I have to put them down onto my computer, onto a spreadsheet, and make sure that I put the germination percentage. That is, how much out of each little pack actually grew. It's pretty easy with things like pumpkins. That's 6 out of 6. That's a 100% germination rate. But for the rest, I'm gonna have to pick out how many seeds I planted in there and make that into a percentage and put that on my spreadsheet. That's gonna help me make sure and price everything correctly. So it's kind of a long, boring day for me. Well, as I was moving everything around, attempting to get a good count of everything I had, I suddenly realized I don't have enough shelf space. I put these up here, but look at this one down here. It's absolutely packed, and I still have like 5 or 6 little packs that I have to put somewhere, which means I have to reorganize everything. This is my life now, realizing that I did not take space into account. These are, you know, this area right here, this germination area is going to clear out pretty quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these down. I'm going to raise this actually up on these so that I have a full rack of space all the way to here. All the way to here. That'll give me enough space for about 5 or 6 for these lights down here. And I really don't need to do it for this, but I have no lights here, and I don't have any lights on top over here. I can't afford it right now, and the weather is just barely to the point where I can start putting things like these chives out here. So it's a good thing I switched from coffee to beer, because this is happening. All right, come along, babies. moving day. It's moving day. Basil? Basil, have you hung that picture yet, Basil? Copyright infringement not intended. I wish I could find something better than these, because I'm going to have to use these eventually. But they're the perfect height. The perfect height. Be careful. Here we go. Ooh. No. Oh no. Am I gonna have to here. Yes. Must be right. In there. Nope. 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 Oh, come on. Please don't. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Upsy-daisy. There. Now, here we go. There. And here. There. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ah. This is not working the way I wanted it to. Okay. I wish I had a thing. A thing. Thing. I know, I've got a thing. It's not the best thing, but it's a thing that I don't have to worry about. I take this. Uh-oh. Temperature control on the loose. Take this thing. And then there. Down. worked! Yay! Just need to make sure and support this. You've got to support that in the middle. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. That there. All right. So let's put flowers. Let's start with this side. Whoa! Now, don't be rude. Be rude. You're a little short. You need a tall one. Oh, this is way short. Okay. That's much better. There. Good? Good? Alright. Where'd I put it? Alyssum. Snow. Snowy alyssum. Royal alyssum. Royal alyssum. Now you get to hear the names of all the stuff I have. Forget-me-not. Forget-me-not. Don't worry, I wouldn't forget you. I would never forget you. Black pansies. Black pansies. More black pansies and bachelor buttons. Bachelor buttons. Bachelor buttons. And I still have room for lobelia. And marigolds. Excellent. Excellent. Nice full rack, and I can push these to the back. There we go. Excellent. Flowers. Now, I really should do this the same way for the other side. Oh boy. Means I'm gonna have to create a full shelf on the bottom, which requires duct tape, and I don't know where my duct tape is. So I guess I don't know. Now I'm pretty stuck. The garlic greens can go outside. They're not going to, we don't have any more freezing weather, so they'll be okay outside. And, for one night, I think the rest will be okay stashed anywhere that I can put them. Because this obviously works. Excellent. Well, I still have a lot of work to do. I got all my squishies counted, and that basically means all my squash, my pumpkins, zucchini, cucumbers. I got all those counted, but I haven't managed to count the flowers or the herbs, and I'd really like to keep those in batches. Ooh, African daisy. African daisy is a little more important than the marigolds, so right there. There we go. So I have to create more shelving. Maybe on the other side I can raise up the fermentation shelf. And there's lights down here, which is great if I contain a shelf on the other side that you guys can't see right now. That'll be great. That'll be great. More work. I did it. I fixed it. I took this shelf from the greenhouse downstairs, which still had these. It was the easiest thing to do because I really need to get to writing and I don't have time to fuss around. I did find the duct tape. Yay! I fixed it up with a little duct tape. Flipped it over, and this, of course, this whole greenhouse is the same greenhouse as the other greenhouse, so these fit. I just took this shelf, put it here on top of a bunch of pots, and now, dun 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 dun, look at that. I have room for like 6 or 8 more little pots, which is wonderful. Now, why do I move these little pots around? Well, when I'm germinating, I like to put them on this shelf. The space between this and this is hard to see. The space between this and the upper portion, where the lights are, is just perfect for germination. Just perfect. But once they germinate, if I leave them at this height, then they're going to get so leggy. So I had to lift up the shelves, and this is going to give me much more space to actually do that. And once, of course, I can start germinating outside, which is possible here in my part of Oregon, then this shelf too will go up, and I won't need to germinate on these mats anymore. But by then, pretty much everything will be done and ready to go outside. Everything is looking pretty happy. I've got plenty of room. I've got plenty of room on the germination mat. They're not really crowded. On the germination mats, they're not really crowded. So tomorrow I can start some more stuff. And now I have plenty of time to go inside and write about my kangaroo captain. Yay! Talk to you guys later. Look, I did it. I took this shelf. I did the easy thing. I took this shelf. Ah, fuck. Hang on. Don't count that. Don't count that. Okay, starting over.